Although, I have heard rumors one of the other universes has produced mortals so strong even their own destroyer can't defeat them. And lest you get the wrong idea, this destroyer in question is even stronger than Lord Beerus.
Beerus said, "Goku, do you remember when I mentioned that there was a mortal more powerful than a god of destruction before the Tournament of Power?" Goku replied, "Of course, Beerus. I thought about this a lot. At the time, I thought this mortal was Jiren. He was incredibly strong." Beerus shook his head and replied, "No, Goku. Jiren is powerful, no doubt, but he's not the mortal I was talking about." Goku was intrigued and asked, "So who is this warrior?" Beerus replied with a mysterious tone, "His name is Shandy. He is from Universe 6, Champa's cousin." Goku opened his eyes wide, surprised, and said, "Champa's cousin? Serious? Is he similar to Champa?" Beerus laughed before replying, "In part. He looks a lot like me in appearance, but he wears similar clothes to Champa. But there is one big difference. Shandy is thin and short, almost the opposite of Champa, but don't be fooled by its appearance. Shandy is incredibly powerful." Goku crossed his arms and asked, "But if he's that strong, why didn't Champa call him to the Tournament of Power? Surely Universe 6 would have won easily, right?" Beerus replied, "This is a mystery to me. Maybe Champa has his reasons. Or maybe the High Priest knows something we don't. But I can say one thing. If Shandy had participated, Universe 6 would have emerged victorious. He is so powerful that he surpasses a god of destruction." Goku scratched his head and said, "This is incredible. I would like to meet this Shandy and fight with him. Do you know where he is now?" Beerus replied, "Probably in Universe 6. But don't think you can just show up there and challenge him. Shandy is not like the other warriors you have faced. He's different." Goku, his eyes shining with excitement, asked, "Different how? Is it the way he fights? Does he have some kind of special transformation?" Beerus said, "Shandy is known for his technique and absolute energy control. It doesn't just rely on brute force or transformations. They say he is capable of manipulating the flow of energy to the point of neutralizing attacks before they even reach him." Goku replied, impressed, "Wow, it looks incredible, and it also seems like a challenge I can't miss." Beerus sighed and said, "You always think about fights, don't you, Goku? But remember, Shandy is no ordinary opponent. Even you with Ultra Instinct may not be enough to face him." Goku laughed and replied, "This just makes me more excited. But how do you know so much about him, Beerus? Have you ever fought Shandy?" Beerus shook his head and replied, "I've never fought against him, but I've seen his power. There was a meeting between the gods of destruction and Shandy was called to demonstrate his skills. He defeated some of us with ease. It was humiliating to say the least." Goku was stunned and said, "Defeated gods of destruction? How incredible! Now I need to meet him. Do you think Champa would let me meet him?" Beerus replied with a cautious tone, "I don't know, Goku. Champa is very proud. Maybe he doesn't want you to get close to Shandy. But if you are really determined, you can try talking to the Grand Priest. He can probably help you." Goku, with a determined smile, said, "Then that's what I'm going to do. I'll ask the Daishin Khan to help me find Shandy." "Thanks, Beerus," Beerus said, sighing. "You never change, Goku. Good luck. You'll need it." Whis, who was a little away, heard the entire conversation and decided to participate. Whis said, "I heard your conversation, and I must say I'm equally curious about Shandy. Why didn't Champa summon this warrior to the Tournament of Power? This is very strange, not to mention curious." Beerus replied, "That's the big question, Whis. Not even I know the answer, but I'm sure the Daishin Khan can enlighten us." Whis said, "Maybe the Grand Priest didn't allow Shandy to participate. If he had fought, the other universes wouldn't have stood a chance. Universe 6 would certainly be the clear winner." Goku, excited, interrupted, "So let's clear up this doubt now. We need to talk to the Daishin Khan as soon as possible." We smiled and said, "I agree, Goku. In that case, why don't we all go to Zeno-sama's palace? I'm sure the Grand Priest will be more than willing to enlighten us about Shandy." Beerus said, "Looks like I have no choice. All right, Whis, take us to the palace." Whis raised his staff, creating a glowing portal. He said, "Hold on, please. The trip will be quick." Goku, excited, replied, "I can't wait. Let's go soon." Within moments, the trio passed through the portal and appeared in Zeno-sama's grand palace. The shining, majestic structures looked even more impressive than the last time Goku was there. They were greeted by Daishin Khan, who approached with a serene smile. Daishin Khan said, Lord Beerus, Whis, Goku, what a pleasure to see you here. What brings you to the palace today? Goku quickly responded, Daishin-kan, we want to know about Shandy. Why didn't he participate in the Tournament of Power? Is he really as strong as they say? Daishin-kan maintained his smile and replied, Ah, Shandy. Yes, he is an extraordinary warrior. But there are reasons why he wasn't called up for the tournament. Please follow me. I will explain everything. They followed Daishin-kan to a darker room where he began to explain Shandy's history and role in Universe 6, as well as the reasons for his absence from the tournament. Each word made Goku even more intrigued and determined to meet this mysterious warrior. Goku said, Wow! So Shandy wasn't drafted because of his strength, and the Tournament of Power would have ended quickly. That would have made Zeno-sama furious. You predicted everything. Incredible! Daishin-kan replied calmly. Exactly, Goku. The purpose of the Tournament of Power was to test teamwork, strategy, and the strength of the universes in a balanced way. Allowing Shandy to participate would have compromised this experience. Beerus crossed his arms and asked, But why exactly is Shandy so strong? Any special training? A rare bloodline? Daishin-kan replied, Shandy is a unique case. He has a natural affinity with the vital energy of the universe, something that few beings can access. This, combined with his discipline in training, puts him at a level that surpasses most gods of destruction. Goku smiled and said, Now I'm even more excited to fight him. When can we find it? Whis interrupted, laughing lightly. Goku, you don't think about anything else, do you? First, we need to see if Shandy would be up for a challenge like that. He's not known for accepting easy invitations. Daishin-kan said, Shandy is currently in seclusion, meditating and refining his techniques. If they want to meet him, they may need to get Champa's permission. Beerus laughed loudly, crossing his arms, and with a provocative tone, he said, Champa would never allow that! Whis, always serene, interrupted the conversation with an enigmatic smile. Perhaps you are underestimating Champa, Lord Beerus. Think about it. Defeating Goku would be an excellent way for him to show superiority over you, even if indirectly. Beerus suddenly stopped laughing. His expression changed to one of shock and seriousness. He spoke slowly. Now that you mention it, it makes sense. If Goku lost to Shandy, Champa would rub it in my face forever, Whis continued. Besides, Champa has always been a bit of an opportunist. He may see this as a chance to humiliate you and show you that Universe 6 has a warrior who surpasses anyone in Universe 7. Goku, who was listening intently as his enthusiasm grew, interrupted, So that's it! We need to go talk to Champa now. I don't care if he wants to use me to prove something. I just want to fight Shandy. Beerus sighed, still shaken by Whis' reasoning, and said, Goku, you really don't understand what it means to lose, do you? It's not just about you. It's about pride in my universe, in my status as God of Destruction. Whis, with a slightly provocative tone, replied, But Lord Beerus, if Goku beats Shandy, it will prove that Universe 7 is in fact superior. You would have an even greater reason to provoke Champa. Beerus narrowed his eyes, clearly torn between risk and opportunity, and replied, This logic makes sense, but I don't trust Goku to keep things under control. He could easily lose his temper and end up embarrassing me, Goku replied with a big smile. Leave it alone, Beerus. I will do my best. I promise not to disappoint Universe 7. Whis, while watching the debate with an amused expression, spoke. In that case, how about we pay a little visit to Champa? I would love to see his reaction to receiving such a proposal. Beerus, although hesitant, finally gave in. He is well. But if this goes wrong, Goku, you will be the only one to blame. Whis raised his staff again, opening another glowing portal as he spoke. Very well, then let's go to Universe 6. I'm sure Champa will love this surprise. Goku replied enthusiastically. I can't wait! Shandy, here I come! Beerus, still with a worried look, muttered to himself as he followed the others. This can only end in disaster. And so the group headed towards Universe 6, taking with them a mix of excitement, curiosity, and tension. As soon as the portal opened, Beerus, Whis, and Goku crossed into Universe 6, arriving directly on Champa's planet. The atmosphere was familiar, but the reception was not exactly warm. Champa looked at Beerus with an expression of irritation and impatience. Champa said, What are you doing here, Beerus? Have you come to bother me again? Beerus crossed his arms and replied, Not this time, Champa. We came to talk about Shandy. Champa said, What do you want with my most powerful warrior in all the universes? Goku stepped forward, excited. Goku said, I want to fight him. Beerus told me that he is incredibly strong and I can't miss this chance. Champa laughed loudly before replying, You! Fight Shandy! This is a joke! He's on a level you can't even imagine! Whis interjected with a polite smile. Whis said, maybe, but Goku is determined. Plus, we thought you might be interested in a little deal. Champa raised an eyebrow and said, what kind of deal? Beerus sighed before answering, if Goku loses to Shandy, I will give him the best food on Earth. You will be able to taste the most exquisite dishes that my universe has to offer. Champa's eyes lit up. Champa said, now you've caught my attention, but what if Goku wins? Beerus smirked. Beerus said, you recognize that my universe has the strongest warriors. Champa looked thoughtful for a moment and then laughed. Champa said, alright, but I warn you that Goku doesn't have the slightest chance. Vados, who was listening to the conversation attentively, raised his staff and made an elegant gesture. If you allow me, I will summon Shandy now. With a glow emanating from his staff, an intense energy filled the room. Within seconds, a figure appeared before them. It was Shandy, exactly as Beerus had described, thin, short, but with an overwhelming presence. His sharp eyes scanned the group with a neutral expression. Shandy said, why was I called? Champa smiled and said, we have a visitor from Universe 7 who wants to fight you. His name is Goku, silently assessing him before finally speaking. So it's you? The Saiyan who defeated Jiren? Goku smiled and scratched his head. Goku said, yes, I've heard a lot about you, and I'm looking forward to fighting. Shandy said, very well, but know this, if you lose to me, I will destroy your planet. Goku's smile instantly disappeared. A shiver ran down his spine as he imagined planet Earth being destroyed by Shandy's Hakai. He visualized his family, his friends, all being erased in an instant. Fear grew within him, but at the same time, his determination grew. Goku took a deep breath and with a serious look said, I accept. Whis and Beerus exchanged glances while Champa laughed, clearly having fun with the situation. Vados raised his staff again and created an arena in the middle of the planet of Champa. Vados said, very well, we can start whenever you want. Goku wasted no time. His body glowed silver and blue and his eyes took on a silvery hue. In a matter of seconds, he activated Perfect Ultra Instinct. Power emanated from his body fluidly, without wasting energy. Shandy remained still, watching Goku calmly. When Goku charged forward, disappearing and reappearing behind him with a quick punch, Shandy dodged with an almost imperceptible movement. Goku tried another strike, but Shandy simply tilted his body to the side, avoiding each attack with absolute precision. Before Goku could understand what was happening, he felt an overwhelming impact on his stomach. Shandy didn't even seem to move, but Goku was thrown backwards, crashing into the arena wall. He fell to his knees, breathless, as the world spun around him. It was then that a memory appeared in his mind. He remembered the first time he faced Beerus. The god of destruction had defeated his Super Saiyan god with a single precise strike in the same place. It was the same feeling of helplessness, the same feeling of being faced with something far beyond your reach. Goku tried to get up, but his legs wouldn't obey him. Shandy slowly walked towards him, looking down. Shandy said, "You're not ready." Beerus, upon seeing Goku's condition, widened his eyes and shouted desperate, "Goku, you idiot! Look what you did! Now not only has he lost it, but I've also lost everything I love most! Your idea was complete madness!" Shandy then started laughing, surprising everyone. He crossed his arms and spoke with an amused tone. "Did you really believe that I would destroy a planet that easily? I would never do something so cruel without a good reason." Goku, still panting, smiled in relief, while Beerus looked at Shandy in disbelief. Champa crossed his arms and grumbled, "And that's exactly why the Daishinkan banned you from participating in the Tournament of Power. You may be powerful, but you have this damn sense of humor. If I had entered the competition, I would have messed everything up." Vados smiled and approached, raising his staff. "Lord Beerus, allow me to heal Goku. He still has a lot to learn." With a brilliant touch, Vados' energy restored Goku's strength. He stood up, stretching his arms and sighing in relief. Goku said, looking at Shandy with determination, "You're incredible, but I will become stronger. Next time I want us to really fight." Shandy smiled and replied, "I'm looking forward to it." "Don't disappoint me, Saiyan." After the intense battle and the promise of a new confrontation in the future, Goku, Beerus, Whis, Champa, Vados, and Shandy decided to meet in a quieter place to talk. The tense atmosphere had dissipated, and now everyone seemed more relaxed. Champa, still a little irritated, said, "Very well, Goku, you lost. That means Beerus will have to give me all the best food on Earth." Beerus snorted, crossing his arms and mumbling, "This is your fault, Goku. Now I'm going to lose all the delicacies I love." Goku scratched his head and laughed awkwardly. "Sorry, Beerus, but at least I learned a lot from this fight." Vados smiled and said, Lord Champa, perhaps we can make this even more interesting. How about a banquet to celebrate this battle? Champa's eyes widened and he clapped his hands excitedly. That's a great idea, Vados. I want to taste all that is best on Earth. Whis agreed and said, so how about we ask Shenron from planet Earth to grant a wish for a special banquet? Beerus, still upset, sighed and said, since I have no choice, it's fine, but I want to participate in this banquet too. With that, they decided to gather the Dragon Balls. Shortly afterwards, Shenron was summoned, his immense figure shining before everyone. Shenron was scared. It had been a while since he had seen two gods of destruction together. But despite everything, he maintained his posture and spoke with his imposing voice. You have gathered the 7 Dragon Balls. What is your wish? Champa came forward and said, I want the biggest and most delicious banquet in the universe, with all the rarest and most delicious foods. Shenron replied, your wish will be granted. In an instant, gigantic tables appeared, filled with magnificent dishes from all corners of the universe. There were succulent meats, exotic fruits, incredible sweets, and refined drinks. The aroma was irresistible. Champa threw herself into the food, eating with enthusiasm. Beerus, despite having grumbled before, couldn't resist and also started eating. Goku of course wasn't left behind. As everyone enjoyed the feast, Shandy watched everything with a faint smile. Goku, between one bite and another, looked at him and said, Shandy, you should eat too. This food is incredible. I prefer to observe, but I admit I've never seen anything like this before. This is the magic of Earth. They know how to appreciate life. Whis added, this is why Goku never stops fighting. He wants to protect moments like this. Goku smiled and replied, it's true, and that's why I'm going to keep training, Shandy. Next time, I won't lose so easily. Shandy smiled and replied, I hope so. This way, our fight will be even more interesting. The night continued with laughter, food, and a spirit of friendship. Even with all the rivalry between the universes, at that moment, everyone was united in a celebration of peace and happiness. And so the promise of a new battle was made. But before that, Goku and the others enjoyed one of the happiest moments of their lives. Guys, did you know that Champa had such a powerful warrior? Do you want to see more of Shandy here on the channel? Just comment and of course leave your like and subscribe and bye.